guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another horror review. Tonight we're back with Tygon and we're looking at The Curse of the Crimson Altar. This is an 88 film release on one of the Tygon films. So let's have a look at the edition. So here we are, guys. This is the physical release of The Curse of the Crimson Altar on 88 Films, the Tygon label. Sadly, I ordered it from HMV, and I do forget HMV, when you order from them online, rarely comes with a slipcase. So this one doesn't come with a slipcase, sadly. So I reckon this one will be a standard with no booklet. Yeah, it's just standard. Bit gutted, but it's the one that I've got anyway. So that is the physical release of The Curse of the Crimson Altar. Yeah, I'm a bit pissed off, to be honest, because I actually paid full price for this one. It wasn't cheap. It was about £17 or £18. And when you view it on their site, they got it with, this is from HMV, they got it with the slipcase on it. And if you go to their stores, they got the slipcase. Now, I bought it online because I couldn't get out to get to the stores, but it came without the slipcase, so I'm a bit gutted about it. And so I've got the edition without the slipcase and without the booklet, so it's a little bit gutting, but there you are. I've still got it. So if anybody does have a spare booklet and slipcase, let me know down in the comments, and I can get in touch with you to try and get that, because I really want them for my collection. Let's get to see if there's any special features on the disc. So here we are on the main menu for Curse of the Crimson Altar. Special features. We have audio commentary with Kim Newman and Sean Hogan. We have on the cutting room floor Howard Lanning on editing Tygon films. That'd be interesting. The Altar of Sacrifice, Sean Hogan on H.P. Lovecraft and the Curse of the Crimson Altar. Creating the Curse of the Crimson Altar, a making of. Original trailer. Cult trailer, still gallery, and on your setup you have audio of English mono, audio commentary. So that is the special features on Curse of the Crimson Altar. Our hero Kim Newman makes a comeback again in this one with another commentary on this one, so that's pretty cool. And it does have quite a few special features on there, even one about Tygon films, which I will watch after watching the movie. So let's get to the story. So this is another British sort of folk horror stroke witchcraft story. It's about two brothers. We got Peter Manning, played by Dennis Peake, and we got Robert Manning, played by Mark Eden. Now, at the beginning, we start off with this sort of like elaborate kind of witchcraft ceremony going on, where we see how witch Lavinia, played by Barbara Still, it's great to see her in the film, and it's got that typical British folk horror witchcraft feel. We have a goat on there, we have people all dressed up, we have all these implements of torture, and we have a young girl that's been sacrificed. And at this stage we see that Peter Manning is there, one of the brothers, and he's been almost hypnotized or under some sort of drugs to take part of this ceremony. And he has to kill this young girl and sign this book to become a part of their convent, apparently. Anyway, then the film cuts to the titles, and we join his brother, Mark Eden, who is an antique dealer. He is Robert Manning, his character name, played by Mark Eden. And he receives like a package from his brother with some implements in there. It's got like a fake knife, what they used to use back in the medieval times to look for witches, and these were true. This is true. This is where it comes from, those fake knives, you know, when you stab someone, it goes inside, because they wanted to prove them, didn't want to be proven wrong that these women weren't witches, because if the woman was stabbed with a knife and she didn't bleed, she wasn't a witch. So they invented these fake knives so she wouldn't bleed, and so they could burn them at the stake. And that is true. That actually happened. Anyway, he's got this knife, and he's also got this candlestick, which is normally in the pair. And there's a note on there from the brother dated days and days back. And they just want to know what's happened to him. So off he goes to the little village where he was, and off to this house that's owned by Professor Marsh and Morley. Now, Morley is played by Christopher Lee, and we meet him and his, I think it's his daughter Eve, played by Virginia Wetherill. And there's a party going on at the house, as you do, a very 60s psychedelic party. This is a 1960s horror film. And he turns up to try and find out what's happened. So Christopher Lee invites him to stay for a few days while he investigates around the village about what's going on with his brother. But he's not getting very far. And then he starts hallucinating in his dreams. He starts seeing himself in this witchcraft ceremony. And then we meet the owner of the house, Professor Marsh, who's played by Boris Karloff. And there's one really good bit in the film when Robert Mann is walking with Eve around the house. She's saying, "Oh, it's quite an old spooky house." And he goes, "Yeah, it does feel like a house that should be in a horror film. I keep wanting Boris Karloff to sort of like appear from the door." And he does. Yeah, he plays Professor Marsh in this film. And he's like a witchcraft expert. And he sort of discusses all stuff about Robert and stuff like this. But then no one can shine a light on his brother. So he carries on investigating around the town. And he gets a warning from the servant that works there, called Elder, and he's played by Michael Gough. So this cast is absolutely phenomenal. So we've got so many Hammer stars in here and horror stars: Barbara Steele, Michael Gough, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, Mark Eden. Really, really cool cast. Absolutely fantastic. And he tries to warn him, and he's trying to get these implements back because Robert's brought the candlestick and the knife with him, and Elder's trying to get these back because our witch, Lavinia, is telling him to get them back. And the investigation starts to unfold throughout the film, and Elder tells him that his brother's dead. Although Robert keeps seeing him in his sort of dream periods like this, he keeps hallucinations that he's getting. So I think he's being drugged by the sort of there's a lot of brandy being drunk in this film, and I think that's what's being drugged and it's making him hallucinate. But is he, or is there a witchcraft coven? Who's behind all this? Where's his brother gone? Is he going to succumb to our witch? You need to watch it and find out. Let's get to the characters. Phenomenal. Boris Karloff steals this film. He is absolutely incredible in this film. This, by the way, is Boris Karloff's very last film. It's the last film he made, obviously before he passed away. It's his last film. It's great, all British cast. It's fantastic, amazing. Christopher Lee is no different to Lord Summerisle. He's pretty much the same character. He's really cool. Mark Eden plays this role really well. Barbara Steele, she's not in it too much. We only get cutscenes of the witch, and she's in it then. But yeah, and Virginia Wetherill plays Eve. She's fantastic, and seeing Michael Gough as this humble servant is amazing. I'm made up with this film. The characters are cool. Let's get to my final verdict. This is an absolute essential 10 out of 10 film for me. It's British horror at its best. It's right up there with me with The Wicker Man, Blood on Satan's Claw, Witchfinder General, all those sort of brilliant British films, it's up there. It's got to be one of the best Tygon films. It has to be. It's fantastic. This is why, guys, I really want a slipcase and a booklet for this film. I might even have to repurchase it. I don't really want to. I did look on eBay to see if someone was actually selling a slipcase and a booklet, but unfortunately I couldn't find that. But yeah, if anyone does know, please get hold of me, because I really want those for my to go in my collection, because I am in love with this film. It's amazing from start to finish. I'm gripped. Every time I was watching this, and I'm going, this is fucking awesome. I love this. This is my sort of horror film. This is my British kind of horror film. My Italian horror films, I like them to be sleazy, gory, and badly acted. British horror films, I like to have our history brought into it a lot, and I like it to be really well acted. And this covers it all. It's fantastic. The edition, it looks really nice. It's a stunning transfer. Really cool. Just the negative thing of like HMV sending me this and not the slipcase one. But there we go. Curse of the Crimson Altar, 10 out of 10. If you guys seen it, let me know down below. It's a great film, guys. If you're into folk horror, buy it. If you're into witchcraft films, buy it. If you're into vintage British horror films or British films in general, buy it. It's a classic. Massive shout out to lots of channels, guys, to Sammy G's World of Cinema, Skincrawler, Mondo, check out his channel, please. The Maniac, Grumpy Andrew's Horror House, Cat Watches Horror Movies, The Horror Geek, and a massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.